This is a true story. My name is Billie Davis, and I was the oldest child in a family which had never known a home. To make it sound fine, the relief officers listed us as migrant workers, transients. But we knew what we were. We were gypsies, peddlers, bums, rubber bums.
How's your rubber?
Not too bad. Any life in this town?
So-so.
Well, we'll hit her tomorrow. If she's no good, we'll get on. Come on, get a fire started. You, Billy, take the kids and Russell some wood and water. Let's get pitched before dark.
Playing a game, please, Lex.
Are the kids all right? No need for you to take on so. Are the kids all right?
What do you care?
All he did was look at me. I can't keep him from looking. Well, can I?
I guess you can't.
Tell him, Billy. Tell him about the real people. Well, we just pretend that we're real people. You know, Jimmy, the real people. People who live in houses. The smooth people. Clean clothes all smooth and ironed. And leather shoes. And the mother takes care of the house. And the dad comes home at dinner time. And they all sit at the table and eat. Now I say dinner's ready. And you sit at the table and we begin to eat. That makes real people.
Come on, kids. Grub's ready.
Real people.
Matter, ain't we real people?
You know what I mean. People that live in houses.
Who wants to live in the same place all the time? The whole country to see and live in. Anyway, we got no place. Where'd you ever get such notions? Ain't your own folks good enough for you? Go on, get your mother up. Let's have some breakfast. Time for you and Vi to hit 'em up.
Come over here.
Here, Vi. Okay. Now don't skip none.
Would you like to buy a basket, ma'am?
No, not today.
Is your mother home? Mother, do we want to buy any baskets?
Here, Ellen. Time you're on your way. Hurry now.
Would you like to buy a basket, ma'am?
They are very nice baskets. Come up on the porch. They're so nice I can't decide. Would you eat a piece of bread and jam while I make up my mind? Here, you like this. I think I'll take this one. How much is it?
25 cents, ma'am.
Now, you just sit here and eat your bread and jam. It's very nice.
Not bad for this town.
Say, you've got a pretty good thing there with that kid.
We get by.
The welfare took my kid. Said he ought to be in school.
School. Like that sissy clerk in the relief office this morning. How far you go in school, he says. I just laughed at him. Why? You got an opening as the president of a bank somewhere, I says? Them fellers get a little schooling and they think they know it all.
Dirty stuff. It's not dirty. Everybody does it. Put it down. Your mother takes it. I see her. Let her take it if she wants to. Go on, take it. Go on. You leave her alone. Sissy, stuck up. Sissy, stuck up.
Yeah, what's the matter? Can't you learn to get along?
Always trying to act like you're better than your own folks. You all get back into that tent now and don't come out until supper.
Kids have to learn to get along.
What are you going to trade this old heap mill on a good car?
Been a lot of miles in that car yet.
How's you coming, Gus? Anything left of the motor?
What motor?
Would you like to buy a basket?
No, I don't know.
Better buy one, Dad. You might need it to take this old jalopy home in. Hey, look at the flowers. Did you make them yourself?
My mom makes them.
I bet you make the basket.
My dad makes them. Would you like to buy one?
Well, what would I do with a basket of flowers?
You could take it home and give it to your missus.
Oh, he couldn't do that. She'd think he'd been up to something.
What do you think, girl? Do you think I can get away with it?
Here, kid. Take this and go buy yourself a new pair of shoes. No, I got no use for the basket.
You can keep it in the office.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll buy one, too.
I'll take a couple.
Kid, I'll take the last one.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What's the matter? Where's the basket?
Some men in the garage. They bought them all. He said to get some new shoes.
Maybe he's right. Enough here for you and buy each a pair of shoes.
Leather shoes?
Sure, why not? Leather shoes.
We're playing with school kids.
Well, what'll it be, north or south?
Makes no difference to me.
Let's go that way.
Heads we go north, tails we go south. Heads it is.
Dressed up for?
Going to Sunday school, I suppose.
Sunday school? What's Sunday school?
It's part of church. For children.
Why do people go to church?
Rich people go there to show off their new clothes.
Does it cost much to go to church?
Church doesn't cost anything.
If it's free, could any kid go? Could I go?
I suppose you could. The rich people would just laugh at you, though.
Well, if it's free, I'm going. I can go, can't I?
I suppose you can if you want to. Silly. Before you rush off. Now, don't blame me if they laugh at you.
Good morning, boys and girls. You remember that last week we were reading about Jesus, the Good Shepherd, how he lived much of his life on the road, often sleeping at nights in the open fields with only the sky for a roof and a rock for a pillow. Today, we'll continue the story, and afterwards, we'll pass out some pictures. Wherever Jesus traveled, the people would come to him, and they would bring the sick for him to help. Some mothers brought their children, hoping that Jesus would touch them. But some of his friends thought that Jesus had so much to do that it would not be right to bring the children. But when Jesus heard about this, he was very sorry. He took the little children up in his arms and he said, "Let the little children come to me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven." The children loved Jesus dearly, and Jesus loved every child.
And Jesus was a kind of kid too, just like us. God loves everybody, especially children. The man told us. Well, he didn't tell us. He read us from a book. Someday I'll learn to read, and then I'm going to read every book there is. How do you learn to read? You learn to read in school.
And that's the fact. A man without an education just has no chance. No chance at all.
Talk like you had schooling. Don't look like you done so good.
I had my chance. Drank it away. Take the men who founded our country. They knew if things are ever going to be any better, that people had to run their own government themselves. So right from the beginning, they started plugging for free public schools. Not just for some, but for everybody.
But it costs money to go to school.
Sure, it costs money, and plenty. And the people pay and get their money's worth. What I meant to say was that it's free to the kids. You don't have to pay to go to school.
Free? Can any kid go? Could I go?
Could you? Why, child, the law says you got to go. Here, it's for you. Go ahead, try it.
How's she gonna go to school? What business you got putting notions in a kid's head?
Hi there, glad to see you again.
Been on the road since morning. Say, what's the pitch here? Seen flags and stuff all over town.
Big frontier celebration, Indians, rodeo, the works, big carnival. Say, there ought to be something in it for you folks, too. Why don't you knock out a few baskets and novelties for prizes?
Ed figures this layout will be good for a couple of months, maybe more.
We're gonna go to school.
That's right. The bus goes right by. I figured I'd just as well send them.
Can I go? Can Vi and me go to school?
It don't cost nothing.
Oh, please.
I suppose you'll never give us any peace until you try it. Hey, you better ask your daddy.
Bye, we're going to school. I don't want to pretend now. It's not for pretend, it's for real.
Yeah, that'll let some air into that fried dough and pork.
Hurry up, the bus is coming.
Well, Billy finally made it.
Guess it can't hurt her none.
All right, children. Now, we'll get our permanent seats a little later on, but right now, we're going to take roll and see who's here. Now, when I call your name, I'd like for you to... Yes?
We would like to go to school here, please.
Will you come with me? We'll go to the principal's office where you'll enroll. Well, it's nice to have you with us, Billy. Shall we find your seat? This is your desk, Billy.
Bears live in every part of the world. There are bears in the cold and frozen north and in the hot jungle countries.
That's fine. Now, Billy. Roger, will you show Billy the place?
See.
Great.
Gray.
White.
White.
It's all right, Billy. Jean?
The great white polar bear lives in the land of ice and snow. He is the largest of the bear family. Window, W-I-N-D-O.
Carol?
Window, W-I-N-D-O-W.
Basket.
Basket, B-A-S-K-E-T.
Teacher.
Teacher, T-E-C-H.
Billy?
Teacher, T-E-A-C-H-E-R.
Very good, Billy. That'll be all the spelling for today.
Dirty gypsy peddler.
We got moving. I'll pack the tent. Come on, Billy. Get a move on. Come on, Billy. Snap out of it. You'll have plenty of time to go to school.
Betty?
Here.
Sarah Jane?
Here.
Roger?
Here.
Billy? Billy? Kathy?
Here.
Tommy R?
Here.
From? Do you have a transfer? What grade are you in?
I'm in third.
Do you have your report card? Anything at all from the other school?
I'm in third. If I can't do the work, you can always put me back a grade.
I've just been watering the flowers. You may help if you like. You know, most people don't realize how much housekeeping it takes to keep a schoolroom nice. Here, you take it. Be careful, not too much. Just a little every day is the best way. Now you pull off the dead leaves, see? Isn't that a pretty African violet? You know something? I think you have a green thumb. You may help me water the plants every day if you like. I really need someone to help me. City. Pie.
The hunter was so pleased as he thought of his new house that he laughed out loud. This frightened the little rabbit. It ran away through the forest and was soon out of sight.
Charles.
Here.
Doris.
Here.
Henry.
Here.
Ruth.
Here.
Billy.
Children, let's take our readers and turn to page 19. It's a story about the greedy cat. Does everyone have the place? Page 19. Could you please wait a few minutes? I'd like to have you read for me. Come around here, will you? All right, go ahead.
Once upon a time in a town called Lynn, there was a man who had a cat.
Here, hold the book so the light will be better. Now go ahead.
She ate so much that the man said, "I cannot keep such a greedy cat. I will put her in a bag and drown her. But first I will give her a big bowl of milk." The cat soon lapped up the milk. When she saw the man coming with a bag...
That's enough, Billy. Tell me, do you ever wear glasses? Did you ever have your eyes tested? That's all. You can run along now.
Snooping around here for? Don't tell her nothing. I'm Billy's teacher. Billy's a good girl. I know she is, and she's doing very well in school, too. I just came to ask if Billy could come and have lunch with me. She's got no clothes.
Oh, please.
I'll have her back by 3 o'clock.
Well, I don't know.
Please, can I?
Well, I guess all right.
I'll get my dress and shoes.
There are whole books about it, Billy, etiquette books. But I always start at the outside, and then I know I'm right.
Could I read them?
I'm sure you could.
Here's your girl.
What do you think?
You were right.
Yes. Well, Billy, let's be going. I promised to get you back. Goodbye, Doctor, and thank you.
Goodbye.
It was wonderful. We sat at a table with a white tablecloth and cloth napkins, and ice in the water.
Won't you have some beans? And your spoon, madam. And do be seated. Please do.
I'm not hungry.
My, aren't we the uppity one? I'm not hungry. You'll be glad of those beans before supper, and don't you go getting notions.
Leave her be.
Well, who does she think she is, anyway? First thing you know, she'll be too good for her own folks. That old maid school teacher's got no business sticking her nose in where she wasn't asked.
Oh, Billy, would you wait a moment, please? Here's your glasses, Billy. Go ahead, put them on.
But Miss Hewlin, I can't pay for glasses. We've got no money.
Billy, let's go over here and sit down. Billy, I was a little girl, much like you. We were very poor, but a kind neighbor bought and paid for my first glasses. I felt just as you do. I had no money and couldn't pay. Do you know what she said? She told me that someday I would find a child who needed glasses, and that I could do for her what she was doing for me. Put them on, Billy. These glasses were paid for before you were born. Someday you will buy glasses for some other little girl.
Migrants are putting a tremendous burden on the taxpayer. Yes, I see that you sent a copy to the board. Oh, the newspapers too? What do I say? The law says the kids go to school. This is a school.
Miss Triglis is waiting.
Tell her. Oh, send her in. Good morning, Miss Triglis.
Good morning. This is Billy, one of the new students. She'd like to take some of the elective subjects instead of the special course.
Miss Triglis, you know we set up that special course just to cover this situation.
But please, sir, I can't spend all this year on cooking and sewing.
I'm sorry, I can't make any exceptions.
But my career.
Well, now, what career is this that's so important?
Well, I want to be a writer or a radio announcer, and I want to be qualified to teach journalism and public speaking. Mm-hmm. Then if I can't make good in these fields, I can teach them in high school.
Mm-hmm. He who can does, and he who can't teaches.
Oh, no, sir. It isn't. I mean, well, what I meant was...
It's all right. I guess I get so busy sometimes that I forget what my real job is. The curriculum must fit the child. Wrote my master's thesis on that. Made quite a stir at the time. Now, what subjects did you have in mind?
Complained about you. We want you out here by morning.
Dirty, lousy cops. They like to shove people around. We ain't done nothing.
We're not fooling. Be out of here by 9.
Anything happens, something gets stole. You're always blaming us.
Okay, we'll be moving out first thing in the morning.
They're always pushing us around. Get out.
Come on, Ed, let's go. Remember, we'll be back at 9.
With the years, our battered car whirled up the dust of many states. For me, there were many schools. There were the square wooden boxes of the sun-baked plains of Kansas, the one-story adobe schools of the Southwest, the grand brick buildings of the larger town. And at last, camped beside the road in a green fruit valley of California, I was a senior, and for all of that year in the same school.
Hey, Billy, here's some more layouts for you. What do you think?
Well, they look fine, Dave.
No, I'm not too sure about this one over here. But then when... Hey, you're not looking.
I'm sorry. I think they'll be fine.
Say, that's a good picture, Billy. Well, gee, it sure looks like you.
I'll trade with you. Have you got yours yet?
Would you? Gee, thanks. Editor of yearbook, varsity debate team, member of student council, president of scholarship federation, dramatics club. Gee, I don't see how you find time for all this. What slogan are they going to put on your picture?
Oh, I don't know. Probably just a grind.
Oh, go on. I'll bet they put something nice.
Who are you taking to the banquet?
Nobody. Wonder if this would look better this way.
I'm not going with anyone either.
No, I guess first way was better.
I've got an idea. Let's go to the banquet together.
Well, I hadn't thought of going with a girl.
I mean, we can cover it for the news together.
Hey, that's a good idea. Well, fine. Oh, I'll pick you up. Where do you live?
Oh, you won't need to pick me up. I've got some things to do here.
Okay, see you at the banquet.
Well, I must say you wangled that.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You did just right. I wish I'd had your gumption when I was your age. Here, let me see. Now, I've got a dress. I've only worn it once, but it makes me look like a high school girl, and I'm not anymore. I'd be happy if you'd wear it, but we'd have to take up the hem a little. Here, try this on for size.
But Miss Elkhart...
This should go with it. Good.
But
Now let's have no nonsense there. If anyone ever deserved to have a little fun, you do.
here I am. I see you brought your notebook.
Yeah, sure.
What, shall we go in?
Nice
to see you. Bye.
Bye. You want to ride with us?
Oh, no thanks. Dave's going to take me home.
Okay.
See y'all.
Don't see you, Dave.
Do come with me.
Just tell me your address. I can find it.
Just keep going. I'll tell you.
Looks like your folks are in bed.
Yes, probably.
Sure was a good party.
It sure was.
Well.
Well, it was a wonderful party, and thank you for being my fellow. Oh, don't come up. We might wake up my parents. how could I ever tell them? Wherever we went, no matter what we were, a school was always there, and a teacher, and a desk that seemed to be waiting just for me.